This episode is brought to you by Kiko Socks. With a pair of Kikos, you'll have an experience that keeps you focused on your performance and not your feet. Use our coupon code POD15 for 15% off your order at kikosocks.com.
I hope you guys enjoyed the pod. Be sure to follow us on Instagram or YouTube at podpractice_pod. Email us at show@podpracticepod or listen on Spotify at podpractice. Welcome back to another episode of Pod Practice. We have a very special show today, our first international show of the season. I'm joined today by Rodrigo Rodriguez and Manuela Cardenas, two Colombian Ultimate players who are now here in the United States playing Ultimate. We're very excited to have you two on the pod today.
Woo!
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Rodrigo's mom was lovely and brought us over some food. We are eating some rice and chicken. Roddy didn't know what peas were, but we've covered that now. We're all on the same page about what a pea is.
That's correct. Yeah.
To be clear, in English, right?
in English.
Because in Spanish is
Alberja.
there we go.
I thought you didn't know what a pea was.
Entirely.
Oh, because you said, what is this? I thought you meant just like in general, what is a pea?
I mean, I picked the ingredients, so I definitely know.
So you've eaten a pea before this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Mikey, how are you doing today? Thank you for welcoming us all into your lovely home.
Of course. I'm doing great. It's great to be back on the pod. Quinn, how are you doing?
Doing well. Like you said, good to be back after a little hiatus, but excited to be here.
And this is what, our second all in-person pod together?
I think so. With guests.
With guests. Everyone here. We're really moving up in the world. All right.
Okay. So to start things off, tell us about Ultimate in Colombia and how it's grown. What are some of the main differences between Colombian Ultimate and American Ultimate?
Okay. I mean, like, there have been like a lot of grown, like, in terms like of organization in Colombia, like Ultimate organization. I think it was like since 2017 or 2018 that we have a federation, which is like, that helps a lot, like to have like everything like more organized first. Also like trying to apply for ¿cómo se dice? Recursos.
Just like resources and sponsorship.
Like from the government and also like like companies. So like that has been like a big change that has been like also like a little bit slow, like changing, but like over there. Like a slow one. But I mean, there have been like some like the process, like when we have like a Team Colombia, when we have selection, like you can tell like the organization of that, like, because in past year like the player have been like used to be the ones like that have to be like doing those stuff, and now like having that like support like with the federation, they're also like trying like to grow like the June like categories, and we still have to figure out a lot like in terms of high school and college stuff, but there is a list now like people looking into that, like trying like, okay, how we can build like a good system like for the player can have like a continuity like from high school through college. So I mean, have been slow, but you can see then and you can tell like the frisbee like have been changing and the teams have been more organizing. You can also like see like, I mean, that's a consequence, but you can also like see a lot of like Colombian clubs like going to international tournaments. Yeah. Which I mean, it wasn't like that. It was like before it was like mostly just Revo like going out, but now you can like, I think for US Open we are gonna have like Macau is coming to play US Open, and there have been like a lot of like teams like trying like to get more reps outside of the country, which is like it's really nice like for the growth of the country.
Yeah.
Is that a men's ultimate team, the one?
Yeah,
you're
it's,
talking about?
it's
Yep.
a man's ultimate team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's super fun. That team in Macau is not like the greatest team in Colombia, but it's super fun to see them like coming to the States and like traveling. That's so exciting. And yeah, as Manu was saying, like definitely in Colombia it's we have a lot of difference in terms of like organization and stuff, but for sure now that we have like a federation and we have like more resources, more. I mean, we look more organized, and I feel like the young generation can like now you have like a way to look once you're like start playing and all that stuff.
There's a future that you can look forward to.
Exactly. Yeah, un futuro.
See. Yeah, and that goes. If you guys ever want to describe something in Spanish, and then we'll translate it later. But if it's easier for you to say it in Spanish, just do that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So how did you both start playing in your origin story, and how did you end up here in Colorado?
Okay, so my story it's a little different because I'm from the north coast of Colombia. It's Barranquilla. You guys probably know Barranquilla because of Shakira, but
I did not know that. That's where Shakira's from.
Yeah,
Yes.
just from there.
she's from there.
That's why you're so good looking, Roddy. Is it all of people?
Thank
Definitely,
you.
that makes sense. I mean, Shakira's from
like-
there. Come on.
But like yeah, I actually started playing at the beach. It was a lot of beach ultimate in Barranquilla, so it was like love at first sight. So it was like I just saw people playing at the beach, and it was like super fun, super cool, and I started like going to practice and knowing more and more people and traveling in Colombia. So that's how I started playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing. I mean, for the ones that don't know, I have a twin sister. So we were the kind of child that we were always like around sports. So we were like playing soccer, we were playing basketball, we were playing anything. And we used to live in a vereda, which is, and the government has some like programs of like really good programs by them, which is like the name of the organization is INDER, and they just brought like a lot of sports like to the neighborhoods. So and we were the ones that were trying like every new sport that they got over there. So I remember that we were in a school. We were in like second grade or something, and they were like throwing a frisbee like in the break, and we just like love it. Like at first, we were like this is so fun. So then and we started playing over there. Like it was like almost everyone in the neighborhood like playing over there. They even like have to have like double like practice, like 8 to 10 and 10 to something. So that's like how we started. Like everyone started. We started with another brother that he's like older than us but younger than the other one. So it was like so fun. We were like all the time having a frisbee on our hands, and we started like starting to get like coaches that were really helpful. So like over there, like our coach was like, okay, I need to get you guys like to practice in another team. So they just like he just also like pick us up like to go to practice with a men's team that he have. They put us in another program that we knew like the other coach, and she was playing in Revo. So like a year later, I started like we started playing with Revo.
And you're like at this point 11 years old. How?
We started playing with Revo when we were 10.
Holy
So old.
that's pretty wild.
That was really, we were really young by that. And then, yeah, I mean, with Rebel, like Mauricio was like, since the first moment that he saw, like, he was like, I want like to bring like to a bunch of tournaments for you to start like getting like to play more. And like since then, like we play with Gina, with Elisa. So like we started building those connections. And how I ended over here in Colorado in 2017, we were playing at US Open. I was playing with Revo, and we have like a pool play against Molly. And I remember that was so fun. before that, I knew like Jessie Chofner. She was playing in that year, and a little bit like of Lisa P. And that was like really fun, like playing against them, like hanging out in the sideline. I didn't even speak English by that, but they were like even like trying to do like fun stuff. So we like have like a really good connection for that, like since that. And then we have finals against them, and then after that, like we ended like talking a little bit more, like ended talking a little bit more with Claire, and then I don't know, like I remember that I messaged Claire or something. I was like, hey, the game was so fun. Like, it would be nice. Like it was so nice. Like, it would be nice, like to play with you all like in the future. And she was like, let's do it this season. I was like, what? And that was
The
like,
future is now.
like my dream. Playing like in the like U.S. nationals, because like Valeria and I, we were always like crazy about like watching videos, like watching just highlights all the time, like being on YouTube. And when Claire told me what that was, like, oh, okay, like I mean that's possible, that would be sick. So that was the first year that I played with Molly Brown. That was in Sarasota in Florida, and it was so fun. And then after that, I was like, I need to first learn English, and I need to come back here. So like in 2018, after Club Words, I stay over here like for 4 months and live with Lisa, Jessie, Megan, and started like being really close to them. And my English was improving a little bit more. So yeah, now I don't want to leave.
So do you live here? How often are you in Colorado now, and how often are you back in Colombia?
I'm over here like mostly for the season.
Yeah.
I mean, the past I was like in a school, so I was like back and forth, like coming over here, like say like for all June, or depends on like which tournament we have. But now that I'm done with the school, like I have been over here like a month and a half. I'm gonna come back to Colombia for a little bit, but then like gonna be mostly for the full part of the season over here, like trying to get more reps with the team, and then come back like a little bit after national. I'm gonna stay over here for a little bit, hanging out, and then come back home.
In your first couple of years, was it harder with like the language barrier? Did it get like way easier to play with everybody as you learned English more? And how did you learn English? Was it more of like a just kind of learned it, or did you take classes, anything like that?
I feel it was like a little bit hard, like the first year for sure. I mean the language barrier was really hard. My English was really bad. And Megan, she was the one like translating for me like all the time, and her Spanish is really bad too. Sorry, Megan, no, please. So that was like, yeah, at some point like of that I was like, I mean, not frustrated, but like I cannot understand that much. And I remember like Claire saying like, don't worry about anything, just try to play frisbee. Like, don't worry about like any like, if we need like to tell you like something really important that you really need to take care, we will tell you. So that was also like a really like reading for me at that moment. But then in 2018, when I was here and I was getting more reps with the team, like also how I see like frisbee is like mostly about like connection and chemistry that you have with your teammates. Like besides systems and all of that for sure are important, but for me it's like mostly those chemistry. So like in that year I was like able like to start building those with them, because I was around them a lot. So that was like also like the frisbee like started like to feel like easier and not like heavy. So like so yeah, I mean that was really like fun like to have that part too. And then the English. And I was really coming in and that, like, I really want to be able, like, to hang out with them, like, to tell jokes, so, like, to understand their jokes. So I was like, I mean, I just stopped in that year, in that semester, I stopped it, like, school, and I just have, like, one class or something. So I have, like, mostly, like, all, like, free time. So I was, like, really crazy about, like, doing Duolingo stuff, like, watching movies in English. And I was just, like, talking English with them. And they were also, like, super helpful, like, with me, like trying like to say so, like teaching me like new words, and when I like was like saying like the stuff in a wrong way, like they will like explain me like really like easy way. So I think that was like really like helpful because I was like, I have to tell. If I don't tell in English, I'm not gonna be able to communicate and to enjoy like the time over here. So yeah, like between 2018 and 19, like those were the years that I went like harder about English and I started like to be like a little bit more like comfortable like talking. So yeah, it was fun. I mean, it is so fun.
I can feel you a little bit because like in our culture we are all about jokes. Like we're definitely we're always joking all the time. It's like you say something, there's a joke. Like we always have that kind of stuff. And I bet it was really hard. But something that I want to say is like the Colorado, the ultimate community here is like super inclusive. That's what I think. Like it's not like you're gonna have like some problems with language and stuff. It's more like everybody's trying to help you. Everybody's trying to feel you like makes you feel like good and stuff like that. That's something that I really like about the Colorado community. Super nice.
When did you learn to speak English and how?
I mean, I had a girlfriend, American girlfriend in Colombia, so I had a lot of practice there. And then my English was not great, but I had some like a good foundation. Yeah. So we decided to move here, and we went. Yeah, I was in Massachusetts. And I thought that my English was great, but I was totally wrong. Like, can you guys imagine that it was like same Massachusetts, everybody speaking like super fast and like a little different accent. That's right.
Accent make it harder.
Oh yeah. So I learned, like I was there like for 8 months, and then I moved here to Colorado. I found a job, and I thought that I was gonna find like there's gonna a lot of like Spanish speaker here, but I was totally wrong. So yeah, I found one. But anyway, I feel like I learned a lot here. I have 3 years here, so I feel like
you just exposure at this point. Who taught you, or what was the first naughty word you learned?
The first one?
Naughty. Bad word.
The first bad word.
What was the
I mean, you guys said fuck you. You guys said fuck you for everything, but like, there's some, I don't know. What was that?
They probably dropped a lot of F-bombs in Boston.
I'd say like mother, something like that.
That's funny.
Well, so what do you miss? What do you miss most about home when you're here?
The parties.
Reggaeton.
Dancing. I miss a lot of dancing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
is
so crazy.
Yeah.
Parties here, like everybody's playing games and like getting drunk. Nobody dance.
Yeah.
Like,
You one time you told me Americans have no rhythm.
Maybe that's
kind
because
of
no
true.
one's dancing. Makes sense.
I mean, we haven't found the ones that have some rhythm.
you guys have rhythm that we
I don't.
needs to be like really structured. Like you gotta do this and this and this.
No, Manu, that's really funny you say that because when we were in Germany, U24, 2018 now, it was like after the tournament, we were all looking for a place to party. And of course, like Manu was like tweeting, and we all go to this Colombian bar in Germany. And like the entire tournament is there, like all the USA teams, all the and it was so fun. We were there for like 12 hours. It was so fun. So that's funny you say that.
I remember that was like the 20th of July, which is like our independence. So like they were throwing a party for that, and we were like, because we are always like at the like the tournaments parties, like they're fun, like people is like willing and waiting like to get fucked up. So like people like it's always like fun, but like people is still gonna have fun. We just need to find like a good place that we are gonna be able to dance, because I feel that for us it's like really important, like to be. I mean, that's how we enjoy like mostly like the parties. So we were like, we found that place. They were like, you can DJ, like you can put whatever you want to play. Or like, this is sick. And we just have a great party. That was a good one. That was so good.
Um, so let's see what else we got on here. We've covered a lot of the Denver stuff. I guess what's the other than the language barrier, what is the toughest part that is to adjust to play style in America?
I just feel like getting engaged with your system is a little hard sometimes because we have a different system in Colombia. We're not like super organized sometimes, and like we play a lot with small passes and like small balls, what you guys call small balls, and you guys definitely like follow a lot of systems, and like if you're not like, you need to have a lot of timing and like process a lot of stuff to understand your system, and like every team has a different system, so I feel like that's definitely one of the barriers that we can experience here. But but yeah, what do you think, man?
Yeah, like, I mean, that part is like, I see like you are like super structure. You have like really super structure, like system. So like that's also like you can see like that reflected like in the field, and like with some like yeah with some people, you know, like people over here love like to have like some pattern like they have to run. For us, like that is a little bit like different. So like that took me like sometime mostly in 2017 like to understand like that part of like, okay, I cannot come from the middle of the stack and get the first. I cannot dance that much over here. Okay, I will get through that.
Yeah.
So like
I'm just yelling at Roddy.
I will be like,
Yeah, that's also something that we have. Like you guys are great. Like with words, like in the sideline too. Like we use a lot of words, and we whistle too. We do a lot of sounds when we play.
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes makes sense, but like, you know.
I'm sure some of it's the language barrier piece, but I try not to give you too much of a hard time because I appreciate the differences.
I will say, Roddy, when you like whistle at me on the field, I almost have to throw it. I don't know like how to react. I just like throw it.
I've been throwing it recently. I think.
Perfect.
Yeah, I guess we should preface with Roddy is our teammate on the summit and also plays at Fungi, but that's where for some background information so people aren't confused.
Manu, you played for the last national champion and world champion, and they're two different teams, Revolution and Mali. So when we're talking about the differences in style, like what are the two? Can you name like a very specific difference and maybe a similarity between the two teams? And do you bridge a gap? Like, do you bring anything to both teams?
yeah, I mean, okay. I will say like the structure, like one of them like pretty like different, like how we set up, like for example with Revo, how we set up like for Molly, and I always like try to bring like a lot of like what I learned of Molly, what we have on Revo, and what I learned on Revo, and it's like and it's also like I just feel that frisbee doesn't have to be that structured as like sometimes I feel that it could get like the frisbee over here, and also frisbee doesn't have to be that disorganized how sometimes we can get on Rebel. So it's like there is a lot of like set up like just the angles and like some defense position that I have learned over here like through the years. So I always like try like to bring a little bit. And I used to because I'm not playing with Rebel anymore. And so I always like try to be like a little bit of organized like style or setup to Rebel when I was there. I'm trying like to just to use the field better, which I did with the positioning and with the setups that you have over here. You use very well on the field. and I also try to bring like that flow to Molly Brown. And you can, I mean, last year our line was the purple line, and the other part of the team called us like the chaos line because we were like, we're not gonna have a system, we're not gonna have like structured stuff. We are gonna try to flow, and that's also like super nice because we have like over there Lisa P, and we have Sai, we have Kendra Daya, we have Ree. So it was like I love it because like that I mean last year, the ultimate that we play at national was like kind of ultimate that I kind of dream like. It is like we still like are super organized like with the setups and with the pool plays that we have. But when it doesn't like work or like when it works, we just flow and try to play frisbee and not have like every movement like prescriptive. So so that's something that I love and this year with the line that is almost like the same line that we have yesterday, we will like to keep working on. Like I was like, okay, we need to be organized, but we just gotta play frisbee because like at some point like people is gonna like start like knowing your patterns, start knowing like how are you gonna cut, start knowing your plays, and everyone know like what is a horizontal, everyone know like what is a vertical. So it's like now it's like kind of easy or like could be kind of easy like to stop those setups. So we just gotta get a frisbee and play and flow and feel more relaxed about those.
That's so funny because you said like find flow, and I'm pretty sure we all looked up and looked at each other. Quinn, why did you point at me when Manuela said flow?
So we've been having like, it's literally exactly what you said. Teams know what we're trying to do off the pole, so they junk us up, they'll sag the lanes, something like that. And Kins and I were having a discussion yesterday. We just have to mix up how like we attack a defense off of the pole because they know exactly what we're gonna do. And we never find flow off of our pull plays. So we need to take some of that from y'all. And it's just like, it was just the timing was incredible. Like we need some of that for us.
All right, so I think our solution should be we just put Roddy on O-line.
And
we just start.
Wait, could you say that again?
Because it is funny because Roddy, I've noticed, Roddy, that we do this drill called...
I don't think that's a good idea.
It would be great. We do this drill called salmon ladder where I don't know how many people are familiar with it, but basically if you can envision a ladder that salmon would try to swim upstream through, I guess. So there's like 4 rectangles stacked on each other, and there's 4 people playing offense, and in each box there are 3 defenders, and the offense's goal is to move one by one through each box to get to the end. And if you don't understand that, that's fine, but basically the point of the game is like it's a lot of like quick passes. It's a very tight space, so it's a lot of like quick small passes and
Quick, cheeky passes, no look passes.
No look, cheeky. Yeah. Cheeky's a great word. And Roddy is actually one of the best players on our team at Salmon Ladder, I've noticed. If not the best, he's really decisive with his throws. Like a lot of people are hesitant to throw tight window, quick, small throws. Roddy throws them very quickly. You have really good pump fakes. So Roddy like will move the people who are staring at him a lot. I think he's distracted because also, like, you know, if Roddy whistles at you to throw him the disc, like you're gonna, the defense has to pay a little bit more attention to you. So it's very funny that you can see like the different culture in how you play Ultimate and like the successes of it in different games. It's cool to see.
The flow stuff though, like that, I just posted a video before we started recording, and it's of Manu just sort of celebrating with teammates, as you do so well. Like you bring that energy. I also have a minute long clip of your sister that I haven't posted, and it's a minute long of her catching the pole, centering to Sai, and getting it back, maybe throwing to you. Which is like the most unique way to start any point that any team is really, at least in the States. Nobody else does that, but so effective. I do wonder if more teams will do stuff like that. We talk about this now, like, you said tiki taka. We say things like building from the back. These are all things that steal from soccer. Just like the idea of finding angles, finding small spaces to move the ball right away, instead of just staring and expecting the teams will inevitably realize that we're trying to ISO Quinn in the lane. Like,
yeah, it's like we're hoping for man defense, and they're literally never going to give us that. Like, it's like, what are we doing? Americans have no rhythm. That's what it goes.
No creativity.
Yeah, like something that you say like about the angles and how I love like the small ball and moving the frisbee like every time as possible. Is like every time that you are moving the frisbee, like the angle change. So like the angle for the defense like to position it like change every time. So that's like that's why I think it's like so hard like to stop like that's a small ball when it's organized. So like I was like, if you have your another person of your team over there, like just throw it. Like now the angle is different. Like for the defense side is over there. Now you have like open like the break side. You also like have open like the other throw. So like I always like all the time like trying like to tell the people like to move the frisbee a lot. And it's even like my dream frisbee is like when you don't spend like with the frisbee in your hand more than 3 seconds, like that, just like like
it's beautiful.
so hard like to defend and like to position it well, and it's also so annoying because it's not like okay, this person is making me a big cut like going that way. I should you just don't know what is happening as a defense, so it's like so frustrating. Like also like for some defense, and what you tell about ballet is like. I think like that's like one of our successful. One of our successful in the last year when ballet started off, and I don't think there is another person like that attack the pool like the way that she does. Like sometimes like the pool that like they just throw the pool and you can see ballet just running and passing. You're like okay, I gotta go.
Is this something that you planned as a team or that she did before?
That's something that she planned. Like, yeah, she's like, they need to, like, when they find us, they need to find us when we are in movement. When we are,
I love
like,
that word.
Like, standing over there, we just, like, gave them, like, the possibility, like, to like, position it, like, so easy. So she's all the time trying, like, I'm being, like, so hard, even on Rebel, like war game, she's like, I am going to attack the pool. So I need you like to start moving fast. And last year, she found like her perfect partner that was Sai, that she used to be a cutter, and they moved it back like 200 with ballet, and that was just perfect. Like how like they just, I mean, you can watch her finals against Fury, and you can see like at every point that when they got there, we were already like at least in the half or like in our break. So it's like we already like have like a big quarter of the game like advances, so that's so like also so difficult like to defend. And
I want to say a big shout out to Bale. She's my second best ultimate player in the war. The first one is of course next to me, but but I'll say like she has this great personality. She's like, okay, they're gonna throw the pool, I'm gonna go for it. She's always looking for the frisbee. I never seen that kind of personality here in the States. Like,
yeah, it's actually kind of unselfish. You know, you never see the quote unquote like best thrower catching the pole.
Yeah.
I mean, she is getting it back immediately, but still. Like,
give it to me back.
Yeah, give it back to me. I'll send it. But yeah. Anyway, I started playing like 11 years ago, and like in my third year, I was always like watching Valeria and Manuela Cardenas clips, like, and it was always like, now that you guys mentioned that kind of tiki-taka style, it's like I'm a soccer player. And like if definitely like if you wanna compare the style that they play, you can literally see like Messi or like the Barcelona play. It's like it was the same. You guys
the one-touch pass.
Yeah. Barcelona fan for sure over here.
And it's not like you can do that. You need to have a lot of confidence with your players to do that. You need to drop the frisbee a lot of times in practice and like do it again. I don't think you guys drop the frisbee a lot, but like
we actually did.
Oh, no, you guys don't drop.
Yeah, we were like. And we Molly even like put like I think it was like 2 seasons ago. They were like put like as like a range of like the percentage that you like should have like complete. We were like the lowest one because for sure at practice we are also like gonna try to hit like those hit windows. And if we don't do it, we're gonna still gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's something that also like got us like being like like we grew up with Gina, Aleja, and they were like all the time like hit those and keep hitting those and like it is okay like if you make mistakes, like yeah, Vale sometimes like took like harder like the mistakes on her, but she's still like gonna try to hit those and even like trying something weird stuff like yeah that's that and a final and I mean we practice with that confidence. At some point in the big games we're gonna like have so much confidence like okay. I know this is going to work.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they should have just started pulling the disc out of
Yeah, I
bounds.
don't know what
It
they
would have been
did.
better for them
Yeah.
to just have you all start at the brick, because you like you said you were at half field before they even played D. Like they should have just bricked it every time.
Yeah.
Don't give away the answers, Quinn.
I'm not that smart. I'm not a
You don't
smart
listen to
guy.
the-
That's pretty obvious to me.
I have a quick question now that you.
Cerebral.
I have a quick question now that you mentioned words. Well, what's your position about that call that you had on the defense that you layout defense that you had?
And for sure for me it's not a foul. That's the thing like about like frisbee that you don't even like have like that much time like to think like about the call that you made. But I remember that was like really like bumping moment. I was like we were like going for all of that and I was like no way like you're calling this. And we are really like good friends. And we try to tell a little bit over there, but like we cannot spend that much time like trying to solve this. So that was like a brief frustration for that. But I also think that after that, like our energy, like that's the kind of like these that will help like to the team like to move like and keep like going up over there.
Motivation.
Yeah. So that at least that gave us that because that was like a big frustration because like. That's the gap that I feel that with Dave have like with the dangerous play, which is like it is so hard like also like to get to one point and collaborate like with the other person because it's about perspective.
Yeah.
But
That
it
was
was
insane.
fun. That
For,
was a really good
for
one.
background, Roddy is asking about a sick D that Manu made in the finals of the World Club Championships against Fury. That got called to be a foul and was controversial. And I'm sure you can find it online because it was
It's actually
pretty
in the
sweet play.
It is in the short that I posted, but we'll clip it in again. It's a deep shot to Kayla that falls a little short, and Manu makes up a lot of ground and lays out going away. As Kayla's like kind of coming back, but yeah, it's a spicy
It's a
call.
tough one because we even had some this weekend against New York where our player Noah bids for a disc, and like for me personally, I feel like at least like one of those like it gets hairy when the disc is a little bit underthrown and the offensive player has to start coming back towards the person who threw it because like I don't know whose like space that technically is, like if someone lays out and the offensive person has to come back. And, like, as a defender, it's easy to say that it shouldn't be a foul because, like, it's also a bad throw or, like, not a great throw. So
Right.
it's easy to look at it from that perspective. And then also, like, from the perspective of the offensive player, you want to be able to go back towards the disc. So it's a really difficult
It was a
play.
sick D, though.
Yeah, it was
Which block do you rank higher, that one or the one in finals of U.S. Nationals?
Or there's one of you. You're really young at this point, but it's like an upline. It's in Colombia. It's in a video. I don't know who you're playing or anything, but it's like you're like head high layout on an upline on the sideline on the right sideline. That I watched that when I was like younger, and I was just like, that is the sickest D I've ever seen. Like
that one was good. I hurt myself so bad when I was in the front. I was like, I gotta get up. And both of the final were like so like good and special. But I will go like with the Molly Brown one. I just feel that was in the moment that we needed that we needed
End
so
zone.
bad.
Yeah, in the
So
end
it was
zone
like
D.
it was like to be like one. We were 3 up or something, and that was going to be like if they scored down, it would be like tie or like 1 up or something like that.
That was like stopping a run.
Yeah, that was and we call it. I mean, that was the defense that we call it Denver. And I remember like that game that I was looking for one of those like really hard, like I mean not like that close to the end zone, but at least like similar ones. And I was like, he's gonna come, and he just need to be patient. When I just see that. I mean, I saw the person over there, and I just saw that the frisbee was coming around. I'm like, this one gotta be. So, this one gotta be. I don't know, just give a look and just saw the frisbee over there. Like,
You're
yes,
hunting.
over here. So that was the one that I enjoyed so much, and I mean, it was so special. I have been a big fan of frisbee. And I like grew up like when Fury were in their golden year.
Yeah.
So like remember that I have like poster of Uppy in my room. We were like watching frisbee. Like I could like tell you like the roster of like Fury. Like in those years we were like big fan of Fury, and like having like those final against like against Dallas year was like, okay, that was a dream like year like for both of us. So that was like. So special. Like I will rank that one as the first one for sure.
Did you play Molly with Opie for a year or two? You missed her.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I miss this. No, Opie, come back. Yeah, I wish. I mean, but it's not so fun that we can enjoy like both of us like marking like matching up against each other. So it's just it's just such a dream. Like just like seeing like Opie that I just have in my room for a year and just like being friend and like matching out with her and it's so hard, you know, like so annoying to have up on your neck like every palm.
Yeah.
She's just so good. Like I gotta work harder. And I hope that have up so she's going to lay out. So I gotta tag the frisbee over there. So that also like put me like in a different level like of attention. And again when I play against her, so it was like so fun to enjoy that matchup a lot.
She's one of the greats for sure. Fury has so many good players. Yeah.
I remember we were warming up for our final game, and I think it might have even been you, Mikey.
I was streaming.
Yeah, Mikey was live streaming the game, and he was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "What?" And I run over, and it's the replay of you getting that D, and it psyched me up so much before the play.
Yeah.
And it was also because we knew you guys were winning, and so like seeing you guys win. Like it was really like such a special moment because you guys were taking down like the heavy favorites Fury that like have been, you know, winning all these championships for so long. And I just feel like it gave it gave me personally so much confidence because we were also the underdogs and just feeling like, well, you know, something's in the air, something's going on. Something's going on because like, you know, I feel like with other teams like in college, it's like we're all playing UNC and like, nah, it's just another year. Like UNC's beating us, like the women's team, they're beating the U. But this year something was different. It was the Denver teams were winning. It was really cool. So I wanted to say that.
That was so fun. Like after like we won and we moved, I don't think I have ever like been happiest in my life.
Yeah.
After that, and then we're like, okay, we just get over there, like get some drink, like get like just like being around each other, like having the trophy with our side, and just like start watching your game. And I mean, that game was so fun. I don't remember like a big part of the game. But that was so fun over there, like just being over there, like just sitting in a corner and just like watching all of you, like seeing Calvin like just going like what is happening?
Yeah, there's something. It was just like sometimes you have those days, everything's going your way, and that just seemed like that day. Honestly, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I did have one question. We were talking about flow and how it takes a lot of like chemistry with your teammates, obviously. And it seems like you and your sister have such good chemistry. Like I wanted you to just talk a little bit about like what it's like playing with your sister and like that experience.
That's like, I mean, it's so fun. It's so fun. I just feel that we like kind of build our styles like also like to complementing each other.
It's so true.
Yeah. So it's like she's like a best thrower, like be handler, like be moving like back there, and I'm like mostly in the other side of the field. So that was like when we were in junior wars in 2012. So that was we were playing like all the time over there. I just like, and she just stood there over there. Like,
That's so good.
So like we kind of like start building like all of that, but we also like kind of have like an issue that we were like growing up. So like we doesn't have like that kind of like barrier or like that kind of wall like to tell like our stuff like the stuff to each other. So I think that was like between 2017 to 2000, even last year, that we were like Mauricio didn't put us like to play in the same line, because sometimes we just want to play between both of us, or sometimes we just like get like mad at us. Yeah, like fuck. So and
Do you guys fight that a lot?
no anymore. I mean last year that I was like trying so hard like to play with her, because like the connection that we have is just like so easy. She just know like how well like where to put me the frisbee, and if like she like nobody's cutting her, I will always like get like in one side, and I know that she's gonna put over there. It's just like so easy, like when you cut that, you know that everywhere that you cut, like that person has that throw. So it's like I can be so free over there. So I was like trying so hard like to play war games together in the same line. We didn't, and we also like even like didn't like to play that much in Rebel together. And when we got here, and like the Lerchi and Molly Brown team, we were like, you gotta play together. Like we cannot take you to like a part of each other. So like this is so sick, and this is like so nice like to have like that like backup from the team. And I mean practice went good, but I remember that our first tournament in Bay Area, it was like we sucked. Like so bad. Like we cannot like connect like anything like at that tournament. I remember that we lost Fleetside, we lost Fury like 15-7, something like that. And then I was like, after that we stayed longer, and we said like over there like we cleared on some people of the Lurch and there, and I was like, are you sure that you want us in the same line? Like, are you 100% sure? And she like, yeah, you will be fine. And I was like so worried, you know, like just to fuck it up like the system or anything that we have over there. And she was like, no, you will be fine. And then like the next week, like we have like pro champs that was in North Carolina, and I was like, okay, this is so nice when you have like that support. So Valeria and I, we have like big conversation on like how we can like work together again, like as we used to. So we kind of have like some like small rules between us, but like both of us are like, okay, we need to keep giving feedback to each other, but let's try like some of them like let's try like to give feedback like after we are out of the point, like let's like take like a little like breath, like let's wait a little bit, let's wait like to don't have like your head like so like in the moment, and then we'll tell to each other, and that was just like so perfect. Like we were like, because Bali also have a night life to like to see frisbee, and to like she have a vision like it's just like so crazy, like all the stuff that she see in a point. So we just like giving a lot of feedback between both of us, and I was like all the time like trying to ask her where did she want me to cook, like where, and because everything like changed a lot. So like having like those conversations like improve a lot, like for chemistry, like to get to the point that we get it like a national this year. I mean, we still like have to work through that a lot, but I'm so happy that we have like the mature like to be able like to get to that now. It's just like so fun. I mean, this year like past some tournament is so fun, because it's like the chemistry that we have is just like so nice, and it's so easy to play frisbee. Like playing frisbee with Bali is just like so fun.
So weird because you guys won and you were sisters, and then we also had Ben and Will who were brothers. And I wonder, we need the record, maybe like ultimate reference it or something. But like, how many siblings have won nationals together on the same team? Because
That's
that might be a record. Like two siblings on the teams to win. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have the Morris team in Fungi this year, so
All right.
Put them on the same. Put them on the same line. There you go.
Who trains harder between the two of you? You and your sister?
Vale. Vale is so hard. I mean, Vale is the biggest hard worker that I know. She tore her ACL in 2019 in the season with Raya. And, I mean...
Do you think that is a big reason why she trains so hard now?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. She was like... The next year we have like wars, like national wars. That was going to be the qualification for war games. And that's like so big for us, I mean for everyone. But that was like, Bala was really worried about like missing that. And she have like, I mean the health insurance that she have over there like wasn't the best. So she was like trying to decide like what to do. And I remember that one moment she was like, I'm not gonna get surgery. And I was like, sick. I was like, this is so sick. I mean, I was like, I mean, because I know when Bala says something, she will go like hard on that. When she said that, I was like, she is going to be so hard. I mean, she's going to like train so hard, and then like that was like during the pandemic. I mean, we were in a program in Medellin, like with the government too, like Medellin something. So they gave her like PT. And I remember like during like pandemic, she wake up like really early, like 6 a.m., like train, and then at the night she was like doing double even like for that whole month. So like she just like go like to that discipline that I have never like seen her like doing that in a different context, and that was like help her and like took her like to be like more disciplined in like different areas of her life. And now like she just loved to work out. I mean she wasn't used to love to do that, and then since that you just like keep training so hard, like you can see like her athleticism like in the field, like big gap between like 2019 and now.
No, she's
so
way more.
That I mean because like she always have gone like the throw. She always have like those big throws, and she can like put the frisbee whatever she want. But now like with that athleticism, like she's able like to be like a top defender and like having movement that we cannot stop. Like we sometimes we even like have like a practice that we try like to stop her like doing that small jump when she just get close to you and do that, and we get it. Like we were like Claire, it was Lisa, and we were all of us like trying to stop her like that moving, like we can't. We're not gonna try more. Yes, that is like she is so commitment with her training, and I always like try to go with her because like I know that she will like try to put me in a harder place, and she's all the time like, this is not enough. She all the time like she is a hard worker, which is like, and I'm more like a chill like chilling, and I love to play frisbee, and I could be like playing frisbee like for 5 hours, like throwing a frisbee all the time, but I hate like to live, so I like try to go with Bali a lot of time because I know that she will help me like to get like to that point where she trains so much.
Now it makes sense because every time that Vale and Manu they're here in Denver, I'm always trying to tell them like, hey, let's have some workout. Let's work out together. I want to see what's up. I want to work out with you guys. And like, man, Vale is the only one that is down for that. So that makes sense. They are actually like the yin yang, you know? Like,
yeah, it is like Manu said that.
For sure.
So true.
It's like,
Yeah.
They really do. They're like different, and that's kind of beautiful.
Well, Roddy, you hit the weights pretty hard, right?
what do you mean?
I mean,
You
the
like
weights. The weights.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
You lift.
I mean, yes.
How many
Especially
pull-ups
in
can
the
you do?
Especially in the preseason, I can do a lot of pull-ups.
How many?
Probably like 15 in a row with a muscle up at the end.
Oh,
At the end. Oh. So more than 15.
Yeah, I was like a calisthenics instructor for a while. So
Oh, really?
I'm pretty confident with the pull-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those on your story. Yeah.
This was unrelated to frisbee. Then you were just always into training
Correct. Yeah.
beforehand.
Yes.
Do you now? Who do you train with? You train with Ollie, is that right?
Yes. I do my own workouts, but I train with Ollie, yeah.
Ollie, should we give Ollie a little
If
plug
you guys
here?
want to follow, guys, it's Ultimate Performance.
Let me pull it up.
I thought it was just train with Ollie.
It's trained with Ollie, but he get a different account. It's
Ultimate _performance _training.
yes, you guys should do that. It's definitely
Yeah,
good.
train
for
with Ollie.
preseason and all this preseason is super good.
You got to get into it too, Manu.
No, I mean I'm doing a lifting program now. I'm doing a lifting program now. I know that I gotta
Right here.
I gotta work out over here. Perfect.
Perfect.
I gotta work out. So like I try. I mean it's really hard. It's really hard.
I don't
like
know.
to take that decision.
Who's the better athlete naturally? You or Vale?
I didn't see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
Manu.
If it don't,
It's gotta
if it's
be
not
Manu.
broke, don't fix it.
There's
You don't need to start working out.
There's something that we need to say. Like, there's some people that just have talent. You don't even need to work out. That's
No,
you.
but
You got
I
the
mean, don't
talent.
get me. I mean, I spend so much time like
Playing.
running
Yeah.
like for frisbee.
And playing sports. when
Yeah,
you're
and I'm
younger.
like, and I all the time like trying to play. Like I all the time like running, but I just hate the point just to get like to a gym.
Yeah.
And I like do the lifting, but I mean I love to move. I love to be moving all the time.
That's good.
There's another trainer that we talk about. Sav Castles is her Instagram. Savannah something.
I think her last name's Castles.
She talks about. Oh, maybe that would make sense.
Yeah.
She talks about conditioning for sport, and the best way to do it is to play the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, you know, but I'm a try-hard athlete. Like I'm not athletic. I have to try really fucking hard to like keep up. So like I'm doing all these conditioning workouts on off days, and I don't know if it helps. I still can't keep up.
You're probably the fastest dude in Grandmasters.
Might be.
Yeah, look out for Mikey having a big weekend this weekend in Grandmaster.
The GM division.
Huge weekend. Are you guys the favorites or what?
I don't know.
Who's the
We're
favorites?
the
You
guys-
third.
Minnesota?
It's Surly GM,
Yeah.
then Junkyard. So that's the Minnesota, North Carolina. Then us are the top 3 seeds in the 40 and over division.
Do you guys have brothers in your team?
That's the key.
Good question, man. I don't think we do.
Get some.
Is it too late to roster someone? But I got this email from our leadership on what my focuses are. This is like the first time ever on a team where the captains have been like, Mike, pretty much just do whatever you want to do because like we just want to win and we think you can help us do that. Like this is like the first. I just had to age up. I just had to stay in shape long enough
You found your niche.
to where everybody ages out and gets too slow.
That's so funny.
What are you talking about over there?
We were talking. We were trying to play rock paper scissors, and the loser is gonna bring a beer.
Drink a beer or bring a beer? Do you want a beer?
Yeah.
I'll get you a beer.
I got it.
I might get one too.
All right, yeah, you got it then.
I'm gonna
Get
give
around.
5 stars to this podcast.
This is great.
Great attention.
I have the tropical little thing.
That's all I got left. And well, I got those high noons that Smith bought.
Where is Smith?
He's flying back from Washington tonight. Quinn, what else we got? What else we want to chat about with?
I want to talk about the World Games.
We could talk a little bit about Mauricio.
Oh.
Just about him in general.
Yeah.
Manu wanted high noon, I bet.
Oh, you want a high noon?
Or whatever. I don't care.
No.
Yeah, how about let's talk about some of the biggest Colombian influences. So there's obviously Mauricio is huge influence. Roddy, I would love to hear more about your background as a ultimate player before you moved to the States too. Like who were those people that influenced you to really fall in love with this? I mean, you said it was like love at first sight, but like, what did you? Were there specific people?
Like in the coast, in north coast of Colombia, we have like a lot of people like trying to organize the ultimate and like trying to have like a better frisbee in the region. But like big names that I have is Andres Perez and Gabriel Sagbini. There was like guys that always been trying to like organize the stuff in the coast, like making tournaments and stuff. But they were probably like the people who helped me start playing frisbee in Colombia. We don't have a lot of clubs in the coast, but like something that you guys need to know in Colombia. It's like for in different regions, it's like really hard to make like club teams because we don't have like a lot of people that know the sport and stuff like that. It's different in Medellin, Bogota. Like they are kind of like the main cities in Colombia. Bucaramanga, Ibagué. It's like we definitely have like a lot of people who play frisbee. So definitely in those places, like easier to have like a lot of clubs, practice and stuff. Like people like really are interested about frisbee. But like honestly, in my background is more like I was a guy who got in love with the frisbee, and I started traveling. I did a lot of like young words. Like I was trying to go to Lecco in Italy, but I got caught. But I mean, my story was a little bit harder because I don't know. I feel like I was a guy in the coast, and I was always traveling to make those teams, and it was hard because you need to go to practice, you need to go to tryouts, you need to do like all of those stuff. But I was always trying like super hard, super hard. And then I started playing with one of the biggest teams in Colombia. It's called Comunidad del Oso. They just invited me and said they opened the doors for me. They said like, we're gonna have a little tryout for you. The tryout's gonna be a tournament. That was the Fortaleza de Piedra. It's a nice tournament in Bogota. So I was super scared. I was like the only guy from the coast, and they were all from Bogota. So I played really good. We won the tournament, and then they invited me to the Pan American Ultimate Championship in 2019 in Sarasota, Florida. And then we won that tournament. I played really good. And yeah, after that, I decided to just stay here in the States, and that's how my frisbee like becomes like really good. Like trying to beat. Once I moved to Colorado, I did some stuff in Massachusetts. I did tryouts for Boston Glory. I got caught, and then I moved to Colorado. I was getting called from Johnny Bravo and all the teams every year, even this year. And
we love you, Roddy.
And like there was this team called Fungi. They opened the doors for me, and like they're super like helpful with me. I've become like a leader for that team now. I'm the captain. So yeah, that's it. Like I mean, marking Queen Finder, marking Atkins, marking all the like Bravo guys is definitely gonna make you like a good player. So that's kind of like my background. I did trials for Summit this year, and I make the team. That was a great time. So yeah, that's my little story.
The little story.
And your mom got to watch a game this year.
That's correct. Yeah, that was
so
fantastic.
Cool.
That was so good.
Nice.
Yeah, like the vibe of the Summit games, like super nice. I love like all the little kids.
Yeah,
there.
it's different. It's so different.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
it's so nice. Like when you have all the little kids like asking you to like sign a disc or something. It is such a surreal moment because
It's great.
like you're made to feel like you're like some like star, like
You're just
For
an
sure.
idiot.
and it's so funny. Yeah, it is cool though.
Yeah.
Manu, what about you? Who are your biggest influences other than your sister, I suppose?
Colombia.
Yeah.
I think it was like I mean, I have a big one. I mean, Mauricio. Aleja, Gina. Those were like, I mean, playing with Gina is just like put you in a different like IQ or frisbee. Like she can be like really good like helping you like to take like to your best game, and also like teaching you like a lot about frisbee. She was so good. I mean, like since we were like so small, like she was like all the time like trying to give us feedback and like trying to make understand like the feedback that she gave us. So like I feel that I learned a lot like playing with her, and we were so close to one moment, and yeah, I mean like playing with her is like I compare like playing with her like as compared with ballet sometimes because it's just like
The chemistry.
Yeah, the chemistry, and it's so easy to play. It's just like I am like know exactly moment that I should start cutting for her, like just making a face, like we know, like or like just swimming like yeah. And so it's just like those kind like that chemistry. Like I feel, and playing with her, I feel that was like one of my biggest points, like to put like and use my athleticism because I feel that I have been like pretty good like with it, my athleticism and moving my body. And like saying I was like really really small, but like being able like to think and to know what is like the best place that best place that I could be like more dangerous like against the other team. I think like Gina has a big responsibility on that, and also I mean Mauricio and Aleja that they were like our parents with us on frisbee since we were like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
They were the one that took us, and my mom and my dad, they were like so like relaxed when they knew that we were with Mauricio and Aleja.
Like, did you actually live with them?
No, I mean we were spending a lot of time with them. Like sometimes when like when we were in vacation from the school, we were like spending the time over there and with their dogs. We were like kind of a family when we were like 13, 14. That was when we have like the quinces, like the 15, ¿cómo se dice? Quinceañera. Over here in Colombia, it's like really cultural, like to make a big party. Yeah. So we were two, so we needed like two fathers, like to dance, and not like to dance with us. So it was my dad and Mauricio, the ones that were dancing with us. So we were like, we were that close, and we were like still that close. So that they are like big responsibility also like why we are this good on frisbee, and they teach us a lot of stuff. Like they helped us a lot, like to be able like to travel to big tournament because we were like since we were 13, we were going to Ireland, and for sure we didn't have like to pay for that, and neither our parents have money to pay for that. So they were like all the time like also like helping on those kind of stuff, like helping like to lend money, and my parents like will pay later, or like trying to get the sponsorships, or like trying to move around a lot of all of those stuff. So that was like a big support. Like when I when I have my first boyfriend, they were like the ones that do the talking with us. They were the one that was dropping us, like giving us a ride, like to get like to when we have like a couple like that, John. So they were like they were the ones also like to help us like to grow up like a lot. So like that's a really like a special like relationship that we have with them. Now I mean we're not that close, but it was like we live Revo. So like, but we every time that we see each other, it's just like I just have a lot of love for them, and I'm so grateful with them, like for everything like they gave us like in our life. Like we learn a lot like in their side. So I will love us like be grateful with both of them, and they were like big influencers in our life, and not just on frisbee, and also like trying to understand like everything and trying like to
like they'll be part of your life for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Definitely.
Family.
They're kind of part of the life of the whole Colombia.
Colombia.
Because they're also kind of running like they've been working really hard to make sure that the ultimate Colombia like grow.
Did they play?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alex still plays on. She plays on war games.
Yes.
Oh.
Alejandra Torres.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And Mauricio, I think he's still playing with Revolution has a men's team. It's Evolution. It's not as good as Revo.
Hard to beat. Hard to beat. World
It is. I
champs,
mean,
so
they have a big competition like today.
high bar when you're the world
It is our
champion.
bar. And Mauricio plays in that team, and Aleja coached that team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's like,
interesting.
So they,
That's
they
crazy.
coach
Yeah,
each
they
other's
see-
teams?
yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's weird. You mentioned the World Games. I want you to talk a little bit about it, Manu, and like what it was like, playing all those teams. It's such a different format,
It is
with
just-
mixed and smaller rosters. So just talk about your time there and what it was like.
That one is like the most professional like sign that I have been. I feel in our sport. Like in Colombia, that's the. I mean, now we are starting to get more like support from the government, but that's the first tournament that we get like sponsor from the government. Like everything is paid. You don't have to worry about anything, which is so sick. That is just so.
in Colombia, you gotta work really hard.
Yeah. So it's just like you just feel as a professional, and you are also like playing with the best of with the best people of your country. And so it's like that just put you in a level of frisbee that is just insane, like a commitment of frisbee that is just like insane. We were able like to be part of the team in 2017 too, and that was one of the harder like process that I've been part of. But I also think that was like from that moment to here, I just feel that was the moment that was like my ultimate like start, just like just going out there, because it's like it was so hard because we were 17 over there, and we were like playing. We were playing with Choco, which is like, I love you, Choco, which is like he's like a legend of ultimate in Colombia. Like he went there. I think he's now playing with Furious George. He's living in Canada. So that he's like a big like personality in Colombia and in ultimate, and he's like a legend over there. He like one of the ones that started frisbee over there, and being able like to share feel with him, getting his feedback. I also like being like side to side him. I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. I was like, I don't care like who is gonna be in the front, because like I have like Choco in my side, and I'm like getting like all of that like mentality like from him, like being able to like give me the frisbee. I know that I can do this. I can do this. So like just like having like putting ourselves in those situations when we were like just 17, and so that was like for both of us, that's something that kind of changed like our career of frisbee, because that was hard for both of us like to make the roster, because it was like Mauricio even told us like before that you got the level. I mean you can be in the roster, but we don't know if you have like the mature like to be able like to be part of that, because it's like definitely it's like so hard. It's just like so fucking hard to be out there like having that pressure, like to also like being able like to figure out like stuff, because it's like so different like to play mixed division and being able like to have those connections between all of us, and it is like you gotta be. I also like see that process, like you gotta be able like to make yourself like truthful or like believable like against like people that's probably like 35 that have been like having a big car, and like being able like that you can like talk to them, like they gotta listen to you. So that was like something in our career that was like a big change, because we were like, okay, we can do this. So that was hard. That was really hard. And we cry. I mean, we cry a lot. Like after, like, was like it wasn't like that, and because like frustrated or something. It was a lot of things happening at the same time. So it was like, okay, this is a lot, but this is so sick that we got the opportunity like to live this and to grow like from this moment, like to be able like to do that. And we like that first working, I feel that we did a good job as a team. We beat USA in the first round, then we fucking lost in final. But it was like big competition. It was like so sick, and then like being able like to be back last year, and also like and still like have like that like being able like to feel that pressure and being able like to be like I gotta get better for this if I want to do well over there.
Yeah.
If I want to be able to keep helping the team, I need to go farther than that. So that is like something that tournament, like, I mean, for different reason and different like scenarios like that, like will help you to put your level like really out there. So it's like I have like, we call that Tusa, like I have like a big breakout, like my hair's like with that, like with
what does that mean?
games.
Tusa.
Tusa is like when you're, how do you,
When you broke with somebody and you're like super sad and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, I cannot forget that.
so I have a big Tusa with war game because it's like I want that so bad. I
Yeah.
want like that gold medal like so
You
bad.
want to win that one the most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, and it's just every fucking 4 years. So like,
That's so
fuck,
hard.
I
It's the
gotta-
hardest one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is like, and I really thought we were going to get it last year because like, I mean, I just feel that we had a really good team. We were like working really hard, like we were looking really hard, and then we lost in semis again, like against USA. So like it's a big frustration, but that definitely also like helped like to. bring that
Did you get to
back.
play Germany afterwards?
We played there in third place and fourth place, and we
You beat them then.
Nice.
That game is always so hard, like playing the third place.
Yeah.
Because it is like, okay, I could get a medal, but I just have like my hair broken, and because of that. And the good thing about like that tournament also is like, as we got a like sponsorship because the government and stuff. So how like the Olympics Federation, or at least the Colombian Federation is like, if you get a medal, you get paid for that.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were like, I mean, we were not playing for sure, like, for the money, but we were like I mean, that third play was like, okay, we go like bring bring back like a medal like to Colombia, and I mean not just like because the money is also like opening like a new like way and a new road like
Yeah.
to the ultimate, and being
Yeah.
able like to have like a Olympian medal in like flying these in Colombia, like will
Like
be,
that
a
brings
big step.
a lot of meaning and more people to the sport in the
Yeah.
country. That makes
And
makes
more
sense.
like resources like
Yeah.
to ultimate. I what I heard is like the ministerial, like the government, like also help it a little bit like to the U24, which is like what I hear is not a lot of money, but they're like we are getting like support, which we didn't used to get support before. So it's like that was also okay. We gotta tell that we are here.
Yeah.
Even though we supposed like to came back with a better medal and with a better position.
Right.
So that was like something that I fight really really hard in that game, because I was like fuck. I was like how we did lose again against USA.
That kind of things makes me like really proud. It's just like, it's not just like doing for the money. It's more like getting a medal and like opening all of those like I don't know, like you get a lot of help from the government if you get like any kind of award or something. It's like now
it's
they're
like,
not
it's-
seeing
it's
the
patriotic at that point to like do it for your country people.
Yes. Now they're not seeing the flying disc or the ultimate frisbee like another sport. They're saying like we get
Yeah.
we are
And you guys
Yeah.
are so good
We
at
got
it, so
talent.
it's cool. And,
Legitimacy,
yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good question. It's one that I've never thought to ask one of like the U.S. players that we've interviewed. Is like Grant might be the only World Games player we've had on, but I don't know that many U.S. players are playing for like other people in their country.
Yeah, no.
Like we are very spoiled here, right? We've had Ultimate here for 50 plus years or whatever. The USAU's like 40 something nationals, I don't know. And like nobody,
Fucking insane.
yeah, we're expected to win, and I don't think anybody's playing for someone back home really, like, or to grow.
Maybe like their family.
Yeah, their family.
Yeah. We had Lisa on.
You guys gotta ask Calvin.
Lisa was not on the World Games team.
Not this past one, but I think she was on that.
No.
Not at World Games, no.
Lisa was never on a World Games team.
No, Lisa's never made
Ever?
a
No.
world.
All right, sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, it's insane. It's pretty crazy.
U23s
I really thought she was on a World Games team.
and U20s, I think.
I guess just a Worlds team.
Not a
worse in U20,
U23. And then
You
U20s,
Canada.
juniors as well, I think.
Do we know when the next Worlds tournament is? That's not a U anything.
Where or when?
Do you know when it is?
So this year is qualifying for World Clubs
Really? This Nationals?
for
No.
World Ultimate Club Championship. This is
It should be next year because it's like because they have like that. They have like last year was Club World in 2 years. So like next year is National Wars in Australia. That's national
In
team.
2 years.
Oh, you're right.
2024, 2025.
Next year.
Wait.
Next year
2024.
Oh,
Is-
you're
is
right.
Worlds in Australia.
in Australia.
So next year's the one you have to try out for.
Yeah, like for
Golden
Golden Coast.
That place is so good.
And that is a qualification. That's a qualification for World Games.
that face. I know that face.
What is
that like the World's Cup?
Next that
2024?
Worlds, just-
2024, and that's a qualification for
For
World
World-
Games in 2025. Yeah,
World Games, which is
in China in 2025.
Manu knows.
World Games is in
Oh,
2025?
Yeah,
Of course,
because
Manu knows. 'Cause Manu's on the team.
Mine's going already.
Manu, for us, it's like we're gonna try out for the team. Manu's like, I'm.
got it in the calendar.
It's been penciled in
Which
since
is so
2012.
fun. We all are like, well, maybe we'll be on that team. Like, gonna try to be on the team. Manu's like preparing for it already. She's locked in. For
Yeah,
the
that's
team.
fucked. So that's fucked.
That's an advantage.
Damn it. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, that because like World Games last year are supposed to be in 2021,
Right.
but because of the pandemic, you could move it. So like
Yeah.
that's every 4 years. So like this one is gonna be like 3 years because like that you just can move it a lot. So like next year, like next Worlds, that like National World and in Australia, that's gonna be the qualification for World Games in 2025.
In China.
In China.
Wow.
In China, this is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. To think.
Yeah, get us out of Alabama, please.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I mean, but what if they put us in like the Alabama of China and we just don't know? What if all the Chinese? What if all the Chinese people are like?
I googled the place.
we
It was
doing?
good. It was good. I googled the place. It was
It's
good.
not the Alabama of China. I wonder, like, what is the Alabama of China? That's a good question for like a Chinese, for like a Chinese person.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's any Chinese people listening to
Let
this
us
pod,
know.
please let us know
Yeah,
what
man.
you would vote the Alabama of China is.
Maybe I'll ask my dad. My dad has been in the States too long, though he may not know anymore.
That's funny.
Do you have any advice for people who this is a question for both of you. Advice for foreign people trying to play in America. Like, is this something you would
Big
suggest?
question.
And like, what routes would you take to I mean, Manu, you were basically just recruited to play here. So,
But no, even Manu said she reached out.
you did reach out.
You reached out to Molly Brown.
Yeah, I mean, we were like kind of like after that, like talking a little bit about the tournament, and yeah, like I remember that they mentioned it, like you're welcome to.
This is
play
mutual.
here.
Do you
They're
think?
like, you're welcome to come here, and I was like, Copy. I remember that Copy was with me.
Do you
and
think
was
though
me.
that maybe this is both ways? Should foreign players? I don't know why I'm using that word. Non-U.S. players try to play in the U.S. and should more U.S. players be trying to play in other countries?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it is like, I mean, personally, I just feel that when I got to play over here, it helped me like to get a different perspective about frisbee. So like you as a player that you want to keep growing like your frisbee, that will be like really helpful like to play in different like scenarios of frisbee. And over here you have something that it is just so sick. It is like you have so much competition. You know, it's like Every like you go to a pro champs and you're probably gonna have like 3 games in a row, and those games in a row have to be like can be like so hard. Like you can even like win a day, like winning every game and you your point. So that's something that I find over here like so like so nice. Like just getting to a tournament. I can't wait to play US Open. Like just to be able like to play like those hard like matchups. So it's like that's a really like competitive ultimate that you are gonna grow so much from that. So I will say that you as international player, you should, if you can, you should try like to get to experience like to have like more vision of frisbee and put yourself in different situations that probably in the beginning could be like hard, could be like really frustrating, but you will get there and you will enjoy it so much, and you will like make new friends, which is also like really beautiful from frisbee. And like try and also like gonna expand your ultimate in a really nice way. So it's like I will highly recommend that. And like try to find the style of frisbee that you like. You got a lot of options over here in the state, and as like people like from here like going to another like countries like to play is also like so nice too, because like different is like USA is still and probably is gonna keep being up there for people looking up to and people like trying to learn ultimate, and I feel that people have a lot of respect like for the ultimate over here, and when we got people from here like trying to play over there, we also like enjoy that and respect that, because it's like okay, this is like good level that we are receiving, and you are also like a player like coming from here to there is like also the same thing, like putting yourself in different style of frisbee, like probably situation that you are not like used to, but it is also like really fun for you also like to get that, like also like get like that style, or I don't know what is happening, but I'm gonna like try to play frisbee and like trying like to figure out like how to flow. So it's also like that's fun, and that is also like really and I'm 100% sure that people is gonna welcome all of you in a good way, and you are also like gonna learn a lot from every place that you could pick to play.
Yeah, so for sure I agree with Manu, and I'll say like in I'm gonna talk about the two perspectives, like as like for the American people, like you guys should definitely travel more. Like
get out
like,
here.
Yeah, get out, please. I'd say like I was trying to convince my team Fungi to go outside the states and like travel and do those stuff, and I finally did it this year. We went to TAP, and it's so fun because they all experience like how's it playing with a Colombian team or like a different team. We all got like really we got beat really bad there. All the Colombian teams were like playing super hard, and they was like, "What is happening right now?" Like, it was, yes, yeah. It was like, are we really good, or we gotta think about it? But anyway, yeah, I was a captain, and it was hard. It was kind of nice to experience that, because sometimes you feel like this is the best frisbee in the world, but it's not. The best frisbee in the world is like when you can experience different style of frisbee, and then you use that to make it the best one. So it's kind of good. I'll say like my advice for the American players, like go out. This is a great opportunity to have like good reps and frisbees, like the Torneo Eterna Primavera in Medellin, Colombia. It's super beautiful nice, place. Great weather, great people. The party, don't mention it.
Great dancing.
But like, nice. And for the Colombian people, it's like, I know that we don't have a lot of resources to like travel and like get sponsored and stuff, but like I'd say like every time that you have an opportunity to go like international, like play in outside of Colombia, you should definitely do it. Do whatever you want. I mean, not whatever you want, but like whatever you can. But like try to go to an international tournament, and like if you feel like you really have the talent, you definitely need to go for it and like follow your dreams. Like definitely like that's kind of like, I feel like that's our example. Probably different path, but like follow your dreams and like work hard. It's not gonna come just like because we have talent. We definitely have talent in Colombia. Yeah. You need to show up. You need to travel. So that's my advice.
That's good advice. Put yourself out there. I think I need to do that more. These guys don't even play fun tournaments, I don't think.
I'm trying to convince
We
them
played
to go
fun
to,
tournaments during COVID.
We're going 2024, Johnny Bravo. We're going to.
I used to play
You
some
guys
fun
are going to
tournaments
tap.
back in Philly. There's not a lot. There's not as many fun tournaments.
We
here.
just had Grub this past weekend in Boulder.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I don't know what that is. I'm not as tuned in here to the fun tournament.
Yeah, Quinn
I
says no.
almost can't do the fun tournaments. Like I don't know.
You know, fun is subjective, and different
Yeah.
people have fun in different ways. But maybe
Fun-
it would.
No,
fun
but
for-
even if, I mean, over there at TAP is like,
I do want to go to that.
I
Yeah.
would love to go to TAB.
yeah,
I
it
would
is
love
like
to.
you can like have like really fun over there and like go out like go out dance and all of that. But it's like the competitive signs over there is just like so nice. That's my favorite place to play. It's just like mountains are over there. Like outside of that, there is like a small store like selling beer over there, so you can just see around over there and really like see night frisbee, watch night frisbee. So I think that's a really fun tournament that you can find both. You can
And
like,
also-
have fun,
yes.
and you can like compete that at a really good level.
You can have some crazy finals like Molly Brown
Yeah,
against
that's right.
Revolution, and
That's
then
right.
Empire versus DC. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just in Colombia. It's very
Yes.
That's really cool.
Just
Roddy-
getting their beer for
And also,
50
you can
cents.
have a game, a really nice game like Fungi against Pony. That's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Roddy, you're always trying to get me to go out after games, and if you can find a place that there's dancing, like you always want to go to the downer and whatnot. There's no dancing at the
love the
downer.
Downer.
No, there's
Come
no
on,
dancing
dude.
at the downer.
There is a place over here. Or
We have some places here to dance.
We'll have to find that out because that actually really resonates with me. Like I love dancing. I'm a big dancer. I find myself dancing a lot randomly.
That's great.
And that was always one thing like I would dream about when I was a kid, like at like high school and like all these things. It's like it's so true. Like a dance floor like never exists in these parties, and I want to find a place with a great
I
dance
said
floor.
like you guys have the people in the party, but you guys just play games, and I like
And
that.
those
That's
are- I
fantastic.
love
But
that.
something about just letting loose and letting your body express itself in the way that it wants to do is so beautiful.
Do you want to show us?
It's like.
Do you want to
especially-
show us a movie?
I think especially like the problem with here is like everyone's talking, but like there's usually like everyone's so drunk and the music is so loud that you can't talk like how we're all talking right now. So it's just like there's not much in it for me, whereas like I do love to just like go out and dance. Like dancing is very fun, but I feel like it's so rare. People are. It's also like I feel like people are really scared to start dancing here. Like I think no one, but like have you guys ever seen that video? It's like it's usually like a psychology video of some dude dancing on a hill.
Like, everything starts with one
It's
guy.
one guy.
It's
and
like,
it's
and they're
one
two.
dude, and then it's
I
two.
love that video. It's like,
Yeah, so funny. If you don't know the video I'm talking about, it's a guy like a music festival dancing on a hill by himself, and
I
he's
get it.
dancing by himself for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's a couple more people, and then like 30 minutes later there's like a whole crowd of dancing people, and we need more of that.
No, we will take you out.
I love that.
Let's do it.
I love that.
I'm in.
And you need to come to Medellin.
Mike's in, too.
That's an invitation for everybody like to come to Medellin. So fun. People is great. Frisbee is also like so nice. Dancing is just way better. Make sure.
don't even talk about the aguardiente.
You gotta go. You gotta
Manu
go.
is personally inviting everyone who listens to this podcast to Medellin.
Yeah, I will do a tour with you, even. I will go out with you every night.
Personal tour, and going out with Manu every night.
Every night.
Do you have
I
a
can play frisbee.
do you have a drink of choice in Colombia?
We got the aguardiente, which is really, really disgusting sometimes because it just doesn't taste like the best, but it just like so.
But it gets you
filtered over
going.
there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like licorice.
See, that's what I need.
It's oh my god! I'm trying to. Do you guys have anise?
Anise, I got it
Yeah.
in the pantry behind us.
perfect.
Let's get some out.
So it's
Okay,
kind
so
of like
Yeah.
it's an anise. It's like an anise
Okay.
liquor, but It's disgusting. I'd say the first shot.
I might
And
like this
after
Is
actually.
that,
it just that, or is it other stuff mixed with it?
I'm asking
not sure.
because
I
if
just
you're gonna get me on the dance floor, I might need a few.
Don't
You're
worry, we
gonna-
got you.
Mikey's
We
gonna
got
need
you.
a
We got you. We got you.
Mikey's gonna need like more than a couple.
I'm the
I mean,
guy playing games for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I love playing a game because it's like
That's like a
I need
pre-party,
something
like
to
a
do.
pre-party. Like, that's
no,
perfect.
I just like if I'm at a party here, I feel like I need to be playing a game because I hate like trying to talk to
Oh, that's the
people.
worst.
Like I need a purpose at the party, so I'm either playing a game, I'm outside smoking something. Those are like my two options. I'm either playing Pong or something around a table or outside smoking something. Other than that, if those things are out, then I've left the party. I'm gone.
Yeah, that aguardiente, it is like, if you taste it, like, but it's just like, that just like, you just start loving it, like, every time.
It's an
like,
acquired
yeah,
taste.
it is like, I miss it, you know, like, I want to get back to Colombia and like go out and drink aguardiente and get drunk, like, buy aguardiente, because it's like, so like, cultural, like, from Medellin and from Colombia, that it's just like,
There's a quick story that happened at TAP that we were just ready to play a game. It was the last game. It was a game, late game, and we were looking for one of our teammates, Ryan Wolf. I don't know if you guys know, but like great teammate and really good player. But we were looking for him. He was getting late and. Surprise, surprise! He was drinking some aguardiente with some locals in the corner of the tienda. We call tiendas or little stores. But yeah, well, I'd say like the first one is super hard to drink. After that, you're just like, wow, this is.
I
nice.
can't wait. Can I get this here?
Oh,
I
you can
can.
definitely
Yes.
find that in some, like,
yes, you can
Colombian
definitely have
stores.
for sure.
I'm gonna look for it.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Aguardiente, yeah.
I'm all fired up.
Next episode of the pod practice, aguardiente.
We should do that next time. I just like buy a bottle and just like keep drinking during the podcast.
So is it
Sign me
just
up for that.
one bottle? It's
One
like one
bottle.
thing, and you drink straight from it. Like, it's
Exactly.
not like
Straight
you're not
from-
mixing things.
Don't mix it with anything.
Not mixing things. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We'll like bring it. Maybe we can try to find some for like U.S. Open or something. We'll bring
Oh,
some.
let's go.
That'd be
Ooh.
really fun.
Post
Yeah, that would be fun.
post
Because
games.
that's another thing that we don't really have anymore is like tournament parties, like parties that are for the whole tournament. Like Quinn was talking about when you got everyone to go to one location, but like my dad always used to tell stories of like, because it was like hosted things, like the tournament would put on a party and everyone would go to it. Especially at the international ones, I feel like that, you know, something I looked forward to growing up that I think is a little more rare now. Like it doesn't really happen. But maybe we just start needing to take initiative. and
Yeah, we need to start
finding
doing
our
it.
own-
We need to start bringing them back.
we gotta bring them back.
It's schnapps.
It's just schnapps.
Yeah.
Oh, like peppermint schnapps?
Is
Or
it like kind of peppermint?
is it like mint?
little bit.
Licorice.
It's schnapps. It's a type of schnapps.
Where did you find that?
Yeah, can I see
I just
Oh, that's the.
Google Translate it. Schnapps. It's and then.
What are schnapps?
Oh yeah, that's
Schnapps.
All right.
But I guess schnapps is what are schnapps? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's like a distilled liqueur. It's usually. We gotta do this. We gotta try this.
We'll order some. Wait, so this is it? This is what you drink?
That I have.
You just pour it in a cup and you just drink it.
Yeah.
Did you
All right, well,
like
we need
ice
to
or
order
anything,
it.
or just-
No.
No ice.
No ice.
But wait, you can put it in the freeze, and when it's
Oh,
cold,
okay,
it's
all
really
right,
nice.
all right.
I want that.
Okay,
Yeah, it'll get you going.
All right, we need to order some online and figure out where we
Yeah,
can
find
find
out on
it.
Amazon or something.
Yeah, we're gonna get some.
Schnapps. We can go down to the liquor store for
No,
that.
but we wanted to say
This one is
Oh.
no sugar though, so it's not. It doesn't have a specific schnapps
version.
like
You got a lot of
flavor.
versions. You got a lot of
There's
versions.
a lot of versions.
Yeah, there's like
Gluten-free.
green. There is like blue. There is.
What's your
red.
guys' favorite?
I like without sugar, personally.
Just the plain.
Yes, the blue
I will drink whatever. Any of them.
Oh, there is a ton of different flavors. Look at this.
Yeah, look at it. Wow.
Green. It's just green.
It's just green.
The green is a little bit like lighter. Like don't
Okay.
get you drunk that fast.
All right. What about red?
It is like the higher one because that's the one that has sugar. So it's like okay. Okay.
Oh, this is awesome.
we will we should train that. We're gonna try like to throw a party after US Open, like for
And that's the only alcohol we have.
that's the only.
What a party.
Since US Open is here, like it is really on us to have that.
Yeah,
And we really should because it's an international party.
We need a big house.
Have it.
We need a big house.
We need
to
a
throw
fat
party.
house.
Mike's house. Mike's house. Look at the backyard.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We'll bring the people.
This is a big invitation for
2-9. We'll figure it out.
The pod practice after party.
That's sick.
Yeah, okay. Pop Practice After Party, sponsored by Kiko Socks and
Aguardiente
Antioqueño.
Antioqueño.
We will have to figure that out. Or we'll have to figure that out.
I'll get the aguardiente. You guys got the.
No, we need the location. We need to find the location for the after.
I mean, it's impossible that 100 I mean, there is a lot of people living over here. We have to find. Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna.
Or we're gonna have to like rent some place out and like get a
something, but we will do something.
We gotta do.
Is the tournament Friday through Sunday or
Sunday.
Saturday? It's over on Sunday.
For us, it's Sunday. YCC goes till Mondays, but we go till Sunday.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So
we got Sunday night.
Yeah, Monday to recover.
Or we do Saturday. Or we do Saturday night.
Is Monday
No,
Better night.
holiday, right?
What if we are in the final? We can do.
All the teams in finals have to. If you're in finals, you have to go to the party.
Have to go.
Saturday night.
Are you guys gonna play finals?
If
We made it.
if
but
we go to
Saturday night just seems like a better night to have the party, right? Like,
But everybody's got Monday off work though.
oh, everyone has Monday off work.
Wait,
Yeah,
Don't we?
I think that's
No,
holiday.
is it a holiday?
Is it a holiday?
What holiday?
Oh, the
No holiday.
that's
you're thinking
fine.
of pro champs.
It's just work.
Pro champs.
You can
is
be
later
hungover
day.
at work.
Just
You can be hungover.
Yeah, it's just work.
It's 9 to
Be
5.
hungover on
It's
their
just
time.
work.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah,
I work from home anyway.
yeah, me too.
Same.
I'm just taking off.
Just kidding.
Sunday could
Same
work.
here, perfect.
But then there's this whole complication of like YCCs is here and like how are we gonna separate the like little kids from the adult people?
No, they're not invited.
Yeah, we're not inviting
They're not
them.
invited. No law here.
Door asking for ID.
For ID, yeah.
IDs and maybe like a
Roddy the
team.
bouncer.
You have to
The
you have to
bouncer.
wear your team's jersey. You have to wear your jersey.
Even if it's dirty.
No,
Even if it's dirty.
no.
It has
People
to
is
be
moving
dirty.
good. No.
It has to be dirty.
No.
You have to wear your dirty jersey.
we're
Not
going
to
so
my
far.
house.
To Mikey's house. You have to wear your dirtiest jersey to Mikey's house
No.
for having a party.
Is Revo coming to
No.
us? No.
No, they're not.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they have like Pan American,
oh really?
Dominican
Are
Republic.
you going
in
to the Pan
November.
American?
No. I'm not.
Punta Cana? You're not going?
Nah. Too much for me. Too much time off. I'm working out so I can I guess. I'm not playing with Rebel, so it's like.
You're not playing with Revo ever again?
No, we got out. Bali and I. We made a new team in Medellin.
What?
This year. I mean,
Wait,
it's
this sounds
recently.
like big news,
This
right?
is big news, guys.
Coming back.
This is a money bomb right here.
It's a water bomb. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, it is like I left Rebel after the pandemic, but I came back for wars, because like that was mostly like the reason like the people. I mean the people and the people that create Rebel and Mauricio and another woman's over there that Mauricio like I want to be like a world championship, so that's why like I came back like to play wars with them and to say goodbye in a nice way, in a lovely way, because like everything they helped me to get. So that was a really nice way to say goodbye. And I wanted like to leave because I was like I didn't feel that I was like enjoying that much frisbee around it. So like okay, I want to live this in a healthy way and not like having like living like hating frisbee or like not being like able to enjoy frisbee, because like that's what I am looking all the time like to do, like enjoy and have fun in the field. So like okay, I'm gonna play wars and I'm gonna leave, and And then I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do over here in Colombia? Because I was like, this is so nice. I have the opportunity to play in a U.S. team and enjoy this so much. But I don't want to leave like Colombian Ultimate like at all. So I even like try to play with a team from Bogota. I played one nationals with them. But then okay, I want to make a team. But I do not want to make a team like a lot. I do not want like to start like that alone, and I want to wait until I feel that I can like help to take that responsibility like in full. So at the beginning of the year, I was having like a lot of conversation with a lot of like women in Medellin that they will also like would like to start like a new process in Medellin. Because it's also like true that Rebel is so good. They're like up here. The other teams in Colombia and in Medellin are like I mean there is not like a process that can really compete with Rebel. So I was like,
is your sister playing with you or?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like,
Wow.
we need to create that. We need like also like
What is it?
to
What is
put
the
more
team?
competition
For
into
sure.
this.
What is the team name?
What's the
again?
team name?
Makana.
Makana?
I even got a.
No way.
I get a yeah.
What does it mean?
I want to take the responsibility like so hard that I cannot live without like.
Oh,
games. So
wow.
like, okay, I'm gonna put it over here.
That's sick.
What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
It is like a tree name.
Okay.
So we made a oracle. I don't know.
It's like a palm leaf name. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like a palm.
Yeah, it is a
No,
palm.
like
It's a palm. It's a palm.
Yes.
So we made like that with the full team. So I was like, okay, I want like to start like moving around. Like I want to create this. So then I talked with Valeria. I was like, Valeria, like I mean, she was also like she's also like so supportive. So she's like, I'm gonna support you everything you want. So I just like talked to her like really serious. I was like, okay, Valeria, like I want to like us to create this, like to start
Together.
like this new like process, like to also like kind of like not give back, but also like give to the Ultimate community like everything that we got, because I also feel that Ultimate community like helped out like so much. Like remember that every like GoFundMe that we like threw, every like product that we threw, like people were just like helping us every time that they
Are the other players not non-Revo players? Anybody from Revo?
There is some young Rebel players, but not like any
The
of
young
those big names. So
The young ones.
yeah.
Ooh. This is.
It's
I'm so happy
it's
for
the
you.
revolution.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, no.
Ironically.
It is the revolution.
You all are the revolution.
yeah, ironically.
And she was
That's a real revolution.
And she was like, okay, I will do it, but you gotta like promise me that you're gonna come in, man. Like really like come in, man. And I was like, yeah, I will do it. Like I really want this to happen, and I really like want to support the women's ultimate in Colombia like in this way, because I see that this is a nice way like to put more level on it.
That's a good
and the way that frisbee changed our life is just like so beautiful. And I was like, I really want more people like to have like that experience, like being able like to play a high level of frisbee and enjoy this so much. So we just started, and we now have like a really like big group of people. Like we are making a lot of things happening. Like we are gonna play our first tournament in August in Bogota. So it just like does a small feeling that you thought that you were not going to feel again. So like I'm so excited like to have our first tournament as a team. Like even like almost all of us like got in the same flight. So like we were just so excited like just to have like those like moments that normally over here like I gotta fly out like to somewhere. But now it's like starting to feel all of that and starting like to build all of that is so different, because as we were like one of the youngest all the time in Rebel, we never knew about the details. We never knew who were the people like doing all of that stuff.
And
But
now
we
you
have
are
to be,
the
like,
people doing
the
it.
ones like in front of that. So it's a big challenge. Like just like
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
But it's
like,
great.
Okay. So it was. I mean, I'm really like surprised and really happy that Valeria also like took the decision,
Yeah.
like
Wow.
to start building this. I was like, wow, she said yes. I mean, we gotta do it. And she's also like putting a lot of herself out there, like helping and like we are like doing a lot of stuff like that we didn't used to. And it's so nice, and it's so nice like having like the support that we are having like from the community. Like we have a really like a lot of young players out, and they were like yeah, we're doing it. So now we have a roster like 25 people just starting like 2 months and a half like ago. We even have a really nice sponsorship with the Ultimate that we told them like the project, and they were like, yeah, we want like to be part of that. So that's so sick. Wow, so like so that's something that we were also like talking. We wanna like to start like making over there, and to like to make more stuff in Medellin, and putting like women's ultimate in like better place, and helping like to grow. I really want to win this year like national award, so that I also feel that that's another way like to put more level and more people in competition in ultimate over there. So yeah, that's so exciting. That's so nice.
Wow. Big news.
I got
So proud of you. So proud of you.
Rebel
That's
jersey. I gotta trade in my Rebel jersey.
This is like old school now.
No,
That's like an
Rebel
old
is
school
always gonna be
jersey.
there.
No, that's a great jersey. That's a great jersey. But
Remember that time Manu played Revo? Remember that?
I'll take advantage.
That's really do work.
I'll take advantage of this moment to say like I'm so proud of you. It's like especially you guys have like a lot of impact in Colombia. Like your boys, it's like everybody's is like following you guys, and like you guys have so much talent. It's so great that you guys are like working for the frisbee in Colombia. That's fantastic, and totally agree. Like you guys need like more competition in Medellin.
Yeah, that's great, because then it also allows more people to start playing at a higher level there. It's just like really good. It's like you don't want a monopoly in any place.
Rema win everything.
Right.
I mean, it's nice. They are so good, and they're like huge program, amazing program. But I just like start like getting like okay, like we want like a team like
No,
that.
it's a great idea.
Like that and they also need that. I mean, they also like need to go to a tournament that they know that they're gonna have a competition. That they're not gonna beat everyone at like 15-3, 55.
Yeah, because that's not fun anyway.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be. I mean, like the reason that we're doing this is also like trying like to put more level and trying to be like more emotion and the division, and also like having like trying to enjoy a lot.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
Lotus
we
is
we are
coming back.
starting to
They're coming back. Let's go. Lotus is coming back.
we are
Bravo's
starting to
dead.
see that like with the U24 tournament that they just happened like a few months ago. Like the final was Revolution with Aerosol. They lost that final, so that I feel like that was really good. That was fantastic.
That's Saturday, which is really nice. You know, it's like, it is nice to see like the teams try. I mean, like because also like can be like really frustrating. Like you like practicing every year and just go to the tournament and Rebel beat your ass every tournament like so bad. So it's also like so nice. Like I don't like that. I didn't like it for sure, because I always gonna like go for Rebel, and Valeria was playing over there. So like that hurts, but it's also like okay, this is nice. Like they're getting like what they're training for. So that's what we are looking for. That every team that got like the top 4, top 5 teams got there, and they don't know who is going to win. They're going to put their self out there, and I think that will be like that will be really successful for Ultimate too, because we are potentially, and we have a really good like women's scene like for years. But imagine if we have like a competitive frisbee inside Colombia. That can be like we can take like so many people out of there like to compete in a high level internationally.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it'll allow so many people to play in more competitive games, and it'll be great for everyone.
Yeah. Were you gonna say something? The enthusiasm and joy, like both of you sort of speak about Colombian Ultimate, and also just your experience playing is honestly pretty refreshing. I'm, you talk about playing so much frisbee. I'm involved with too much. I don't play that much, honestly, but I'm involved, and I am burnt out to the fucking max. But like when you just think about having fun and like remembering why you do it, it's very refreshing, and you just got to focus on that.
That's frisbee is nice. Frisbee is so
It's
fucking
I
nice.
have a question for you guys.
Okay.
How was the rice?
It was great.
Oh, the rice?
The rice.
It was awesome.
Did you guys can see the plate?
Yeah, mine's
Good
empty.
rice.
Mine's empty.
Thanks, Mom.
It was
I
very
think
good.
Maybe you made me feel like it was in Colombia. Thank you.
That's
I've
good.
actually been thinking about getting a second bowl this whole
I'll-
time.
Yeah.
Kind of just waiting for my moment.
We'll wrap
to
this
go.
up here so we can all get seconds. I might put a little hot sauce though on the. I still got.
That's good.
Which one?
We got some of the hot ones.
It's still they're all in the fridge.
You gotta try the
I'm not
bottom.
gonna try it.
Impromptu hot ones episode with Roddy and Manu. Let's all get one out. You still got them?
Oh, of course, there.
Roddy, come on.
No.
Come on, Roddy.
I'm not. I don't
What?
like hot sauce, actually.
You don't like hot sauce.
I don't like it.
Do
It's
Colombians like
that
hot
drink
food?
you have, the first one, but then after that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just tell me more.
They had enough that I can like
Okay.
support it.
Colombian cuisine in general, is it spicy?
Not really.
Interesting.
This flavor is like, it's like you really feel
Rich.
the flavors.
Yeah.
It's rich. It's like, it's
Rich.
Is there an American food that you
Magnificent.
guys like? Is there American food that you all?
What's your favorite
really
food
like?
here?
Fries.
Yeah.
the question here is what's American food?
Yeah, there is
Fries.
nothing.
I said like a hot dog. You guys have hot dogs and
dogs,
good
yeah.
burgers.
Hot dogs, yeah.
The fried chicken, you really make it. I love it.
So good. That's my favorite food. That's my favorite
With
food.
ranch.
So you like
That is
So
so
good.
funny. Oh my god. That's so funny.
So good. I love it.
How long did we make it, Mike?
Almost 2 hours.
Nice.
I think that's long enough. But for post US Open, I actually make pretty good fried chicken. Maybe that'll be that.
That'll
too.
be the.
Please.
You're gonna
Look
make
at
it
this.
for the entire
Look at
party
this
though.
one. Like,
Yeah.
I have this one.
Oh, nice.
You have a
With
fried chicken
Claire.
there?
No way.
That's so sick.
Claire also loves fried chicken, so we get this one together.
Oh, she has
That's
two.
sick.
Do you guys have ultimate tattoos?
Yeah, I got Johnny Bravo rocket.
I got no tattoos.
What?
And then the
Zero.
bird patch.
Do you
Zero?
want to get some or no?
Yeah.
I got Molly Brown one.
That's a nice one.
I have
That's a
this
good
one from
logo.
Rebel, but it doesn't have to star.
No tattoos yet. I do think I will get one. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Nice.
Do you want to get one? No.
No, I think I'm sticking to the. I like to be different, and now
Get a small
everyone has a tattoo.
Get this one.
I know. I don't know. I honestly think I
175
might
grams.
never get a
That's not
tattoo.
bad.
Okay.
I might be committed.
Yeah, you might be.
That might be my like separation, because now it feels like everyone has a tattoo. You know, now we're the minority actually. If
It's
you even
true.
look in this room,
Because, yeah,
It's true.
more people have tattoos than not.
they're fun. They're so
Calling
fun.
yourself
to
a
have.
minority
They're
in this
so
room
fun.
is
From the
white dude in the room.
what do you mean? From the perspective of having tattoos, I'm the minority. Also, there's less white people in the room than there are, so we are the minority. So in many senses, we are the minority in the room.
All right. On that note,
And on that, tune in next week.
any final words for our guests?
No, this is great. I love every
was a lot of
podcast
fun.
we do.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you
stopping
guys.
by.
This
so
was
much
super fun.
fun.
Yeah. Alrighty. Peace out, everybody.
Break.